This is your primetime forecast from Dr. Don's Weather. A huge thank you to our amazing partners who help make it all possible: the Randolph County Commission, East Alabama Waste, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Broadcasting from the Alpha Weather Center and powered by N&W Locks, Fincher Fence, Estate Masters, Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms, here's Dr. Don.
Happy Monday morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Time now for your primetime forecast for March 17th, 2025 from Dr. Don's Weather. Well, look here. Let's have some fun, folks. This is a fantastic idea. Regina Smith has put together a What About Dr. Don t-shirt. You'll remember Saturday night, and this is always the case, folks. People want to know about their particular location when we're doing severe weather coverage, and so I have actually talked about doing this before, but Regina has done it, and the t-shirts are now available both in a male and female version. What about Dr. Don's Weather? And you can get one of these t-shirts. Half of the proceeds come back to support us here at Dr. Don's Weather. All you have to do is go to the top of this video on Facebook. It'll be at the bottom of the video on YouTube. There'll be a link there to Regina's Facebook, and then all you have to do is make a comment on the post, and then send her a message on Messenger giving her your particular information, and she's going to hook you up with one of these What About Dr. Don's Weather t-shirts. Thank you, Regina, for doing this. We appreciate your efforts in putting this together. All right, let's get into the weather. And, I've got much better news for you. We've got 4 blue bullets for you today. High pressure brings sun and mild conditions to start your week. Tranquil Monday. Plenty of sunshine and seasonable temperatures. Quiet weather through midweek, and then rain returns on Wednesday night, but it's going to be a quick shot of a few showers and some colder air. Cold front clears out the rain by Thursday morning, and then we have a dry end to the week before another weekend storm chance. We may have to deal with some more strong storms next weekend. We are watching that possibility, and of course, we will keep you updated here on Dr. Don's Weather. So let's go ahead and jump over to this. This is the tornado track. Tornado tracks across Alabama. There were 16 potential tornadoes. The National Weather Service is out surveying all of these locations, and so far they have identified 2, and probably the 2 that's going to end up being the biggest tornado tracks, and it's also going to be those locations where, unfortunately, we saw some fatalities. There were a total of 2 fatalities in Alabama during this event on Saturday night. One of them was down in Plantersville, which is down in Dallas County, and that's going to be that tornado right there. And there was a fatality there. There was also a fatality up in Talladega County at Winterboro. You saw the school. You've seen all the photographs, and unfortunately we lost a life there. And then I want to bring your attention to what was a very scary 30 minutes on Saturday night. And that's the tornado track from the tornado that started near Jackson Gap and then moved all the way up into extreme southeastern Randolph County. This thing took almost the same identical track as the storm back in 4 years ago, back on March 25th, as a matter of fact, 4 years ago, that did so much damage in Randolph County and eventually over into Georgia as well. And so they're going to be surveying this to see exactly, number one, to clarify that it was a tornado, and I think that's what they're going to find. And then they'll let us know how strong it was. But that was That was a little scary Saturday night, shortly after midnight, when we had yet another tornado that was making a beeline straight to Wadley, Alabama. That thing lifted right there at the Wadley Bridge. It's just incredible that there was no major damage or any injuries there that we know of. And now they're going to be out surveying today across Tallapoosa County, and we'll learn a whole lot more about that situation. So let's take a look at your current conditions. Currently, we have 40 degrees. It feels like 35 out there. Wind is out of the west-northwest at 4, gusting to 9. Humidity is 77%. The barometric pressure at 30.10. Dew point 34. High temperature yesterday was 71. We have clear skies outside. Sunrise this morning at 6:50. The sun sets this evening at 6:51 p.m. And we're going to be enjoying mostly sunny day today. It's going to be a little bit cool. It's cool out there now. It's a cool start to your Monday. 60 will be the high today in Roanoke. We'll make it to 60 in Lineville. Carrollton will hit 59. And we'll make it to 63 degrees this afternoon down in Valley, Alabama. 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. Mostly sunny today. High temperature of around 60. We'll dip into the upper 30s tonight. 38 your overnight low. Tuesday, sunshine 73. We rebound nicely by the time we get to Wednesday. Mostly sunny 77. It won't last long. We do have some cold temperatures on the way. We'll have a cold front come through Wednesday night. We'll have about an 80% chance of a passing shower, but nothing severe. Down to 45 Wednesday night. Then on Thursday, look at that. We lose about 20, 22, 23 degrees. I mean, we're talking a high temperature on Thursday of only 54. And maybe awfully close to the freezing mark on Thursday night. This is why we don't take the bait from the large department stores and buy those plants on the first or 2 or 3 beautiful days of spring, because you know the frost is not done. So we'll hit 32 on Thursday night, and then on Friday morning, widespread frost is likely. 65 will be the high on Friday, 42 on Friday night, and then on Saturday, mostly sunny, 70 in the daytime. We may have another storm system to deal with Saturday night late into Sunday. Does that sound familiar? We're keeping our eyes open. Right now, indications are nothing like they were on this last storm system, but it's still early, so we'll keep you updated on this potential event. Here we go, looking at your Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar, and we see no precipitation across Alabama or Georgia at this hour. So at least 40 people died across Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Alabama, and Mississippi as powerful storm systems swept through the southeast and the Midwest. 2 deaths were recorded in Alabama. One was in Plantersville. That's down in Dallas County, down near Selma. And then one was in Winterboro, which is in Talladega County, awfully close to East Alabama and West Georgia. 52 of Alabama's 67 counties reported damage from the severe weather outbreak, and that damage assessment is continuing, so there may be more. Point I'm trying to make here, folks, when we go into a weather setup like we had last weekend and we are advertising days in advance, and we're showing those level 3s and level 4s and level 5s, take it serious. The forecast on Saturday night's severe weather outbreak across Alabama and Georgia was spot on. The guys and gals at the National Weather Service and at the Storm Prediction Center pegged it, and they were screaming this 5 days in advance. We were talking about it 7 days in advance. But you got to pay attention to it when I know there are times when severe weather is forecast and it doesn't happen. And that would be a good thing. More times than not, though, somewhere it does happen. And we tell you that going into those events. There's no way we can tell you exactly what's going to happen in your front yard. That's not something we're capable of doing. But we can tell you what the possibilities are. And generally speaking, that does come true somewhere in the area that we're talking about. So you got to pay attention to it. And you got to prepare for it. And we talked an awful lot about how to prepare for severe weather all last week going into Saturday night's event. And the overwhelming majority of you, because I know for a fact you did because you sent the photographs to me, the overwhelming majority of you followed instructions. You did exactly what you should have been doing. We had over 200,000 people watching us on Saturday night. And you have no earthly idea how humbled I am at those numbers. But that means you were doing the right thing. That means that you were being situationally aware. You were tuned in so that I could tell you where the storms were, so you could go to your safe place. And that, my friend, is how you survive severe weather. Thank you for being with us on Saturday night, and I hope you'll be with us the next time. Have a fantastic Monday. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I'll see you back in here Tuesday morning with your next edition of the Primetime Forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.
That's a wrap on your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia. Broadcasting from the Alpha Weather Center and powered by N&W Locks, Fincher Fence, Estate Masters, Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms, and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is proudly supported by the Randolph County Commission, East Alabama Waste, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, share us with your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning for another edition of your Primetime Forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.